we've made it to Ritzville, Washington. Nice name for a place. Yep, and we're now supercharging. Our first supercharger stop. So yeah, we didn't charge fully before we headed to our hotel. So that's why we have this amount of we didn't have that much range. We were supposed to go straight to Kennewick, but what the heck? Wifey was sleepy already. So if you notice, here's 1A. This other one right next to it is actually 2A, and then there's 1B and then 2B. So it's a slightly different layout for the superchargers. Yep, but it's good. Any juice is good juice. There's no one here with us. All right, so let's just charge her up. All right, we came back from grabbing some coffee, and wow, there's now 3 of us here at the supercharger. So this is a 4-stall supercharger. Yeah, it's pretty good. We have 210 miles to our next destination, or our next supercharger, the Dalles. I wonder if that's the right way to pronounce it. And yeah, we're gonna skip the next one at Kennewick and go straight to the Dalles, because we elected just to maximize the charging here and skip the next one. The next one's just 80 something miles. So to get to the Dalles, you need 210 miles. We should have around 240 miles of rated range, and it's a downhill elevation. All right, let's go. So we're now at the Kennewick supercharger. I thought that we wouldn't have to stop here, but apparently our bladders are not big enough to hold all the way until the Dalles. So anyway, Diane is heading to the washroom or restroom, and yeah, I'll turn off climate so to charge faster. Diane's headed to the restroom, and yeah, might as well grab some juice while at it. So this will be our buffer, and it allows us to drive a little faster. Anyway, after this we're going to the Dalles, and then we go straight to Portland, Oregon. I'm not sure if we are going to stop at our hotel first and check in, or head over to the Moda Center right away. Chances are we would just head over to the Moda Center, just so that we can make sure that we have a nice parking spot. To be quite honest, we don't have that much more to drive to the supercharger. It's 130 miles, so that's around a couple hours of driving, and in total we have 214 miles. So yeah, I guess the superchargers are laid out nicely so that if you need to use the restroom, you are able to grab some juice while using the restroom. Okay, so I just want to note something here. In the Dell supercharger, similar to the supercharger earlier today at where was that? Ritzville. Yeah. So if you notice, there's 2B and then 1B and then 3A. The numbering is a little different. And then there's 2A and 1A. So usually there would be 1A, 1B, 2A, and then 2B. But yeah, I don't know. So maybe in here you're actually meant to park next to each other without interfering with each other's charge, rather than leaving a space in between. And our bug kill. Oh yeah. Okay, so we've been here for 10 minutes and yeah, we've added 74 miles of range, so that's pretty good. It's amazing. Alright, so what I wanted to actually show as well is, okay, so we're supercharging. So we're in our home stretch to Portland. So there is how many miles to go? So just press continue trip. We'll be able to see. We should be able to get to the hotel without any issue. But since there's traffic here, I'd like to have a little buffer. So we're gonna hang around for a little bit. It's only 86 miles. So doesn't look like there's a Tesla supercharger within the city of Portland. But you know what I want to mention is that the superchargers are spaced well in terms of taking washroom breaks or restroom breaks, but still within the cities there's not many superchargers. What I want to show is that if you look across the Pacific Ocean, I did notice something. If you look in China, okay, let's look at Beijing, for example. Man, look at that supercharger density. You see all this? Within the city of Beijing, count them. That's just one city, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Did I miss anything? I think there's like 16 superchargers here. Wow. So Tesla is way ahead in China in terms of bringing the supercharger network up to snuff. I mean, look at that. Pretty much all covered except for Tibet. Yeah. But if you go to North America, you know, especially in Canada, you know, I guess because our population isn't as big as China, are able to continue on the trip. Yeah. So there's nothing going eastwards yet. So the only trips we can go is down south to the States. Yep. Anyway, so we're gonna hang out here for just a little bit longer. Let's charge up to maybe 200 miles or so. And then we'll head off to Portland, just so that we have some extra juice when we get there. Alright, good morning. It's October 27, 2017, and we are now going back home after watching that Blazers versus Clippers basketball game. Wow, was amazing. The ending was the game. Let me start first with the with those two teams. There is an amazing rivalry between them, and there's some bad blood because they faced off in the playoffs. I think that was last year, and Damian Lillard hit a three-pointer to kick the Clippers out of the playoffs. So now, in this game, what happened was the game was really, really tight. The Clippers led by as much as 9 going into halftime, and then it was the Blazers came back, and then there was only 5 seconds left. A blocking foul was overturned and turned into an offensive foul on Austin Rivers that disqualified him from the game. And then no, that didn't disqualify him. The next foul, right? They fouled CJ McCollum, and then CJ McCollum missed one of the 2 free throws, and that put Portland up by only 2 points. And there was 5 seconds left, and then Blake Griffin got the ball and took a 3, and it went in. So the Clippers won at the buzzer. So yep, we were undercover LA Clippers fans, and you know what? Here's the statistics. The Clippers are 5-0 when Diane and I are in the house. Isn't that cool, huh? So yeah, so anyway, back to our trip. We're on our way back, and we're gonna take a different route. After experiencing the CHAdeMO, let's do the whole trip here. Yeah, instead of going this route here and then through Coeur d'Alene and then going up into Fort Macleod and then Calgary, due to the extra charging time the CHAdeMO takes, or the DC fast charging takes, we have opted now to just take the Supercharger route back up through Seattle into Abbotsford, BC, and then back into Canada. Yeah. So it says 867 miles from where we are in Portland, and I should be paying a little more attention to the road as we're moving. In kilometers, that's 1,395 kilometers. Yep. Alright. Anyway, let's roll. We are now at our first supercharging stop of the day. It's at Centralia, Washington. Yep. And I want to show you, this is probably the biggest supercharger. I mean, in terms of number of stalls we've been to. Look, let's count.
20.
So, 20? Counted them? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Wait, 21? No, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 20. Wow. And there is Donald's nearby, Dressmore. It's in the middle of a bunch of shopping, so lots of things to do. Yep, while charging. Alright, so we're gonna be here for a little bit. Let's see where we have to get to. Now, we arrived here with a fairly high state of charge. So, it says Burlington, Washington. But yeah, let's make it to Burlington. Let's skip the one in Arlington.
Yeah.
Because the Arlington one, there's just a casino nearby. The Burlington, there's a hotel that's closer. So that's where we can have our restroom break. Yeah. Okay, so we have a little bit of time here.